All right, well, welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas. Hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas. Hope everybody made it home safe from wherever they were traveling, so on and so forth. And most importantly, I hope we all remembered what the reason for the season was. Without Jesus, there is really no reason for us to celebrate this year. So I hope that we just remember that, and not just through the Christmas holiday or at Easter, but throughout the whole entire year. That our whole entire purpose is here to serve Jesus. That's why we are here. We're here for His glory. We're His creation. We're here for His glory, and we're here to glorify and honor His name. Couple things I wanted to talk about. I was going to wait till the beginning of the year, whatever. It's like 3 days away, 4 days away. It's Wednesday, so we got really until Monday. But some things I wanted to talk about because I've got some other things that I'm working on, and I want to get done between now and then as well. This coming year, I'm looking to expand this ministry outside of Zoom meetings and outside of just what I do here on YouTube. I mean, obviously, I'm out in the public and I talk to people and I'm sharing the gospel all the time. But like, I have a bigger vision. I feel led to do certain things, and that thing is to help people who struggle with addiction. As a person who has spent or who had spent really close to 15 years stuck in that trap. It's kind of something that's near and dear to me. We have several people at our church that have voiced like an interest in kind of pursuing such a thing, not necessarily knowing how, or maybe not. Open to the commitment or whatever. It's what we need in this community. I think we need it in every community, but we're looking to expand this ministry beyond this and expand it into opening a sober living type of a home. It's going to be a faith-based home. There are probably homes in your area or near you that are similar to this. There's U-Turn for Christ. There, I think, in pretty much every state. There's Calvary Discipleship Residency in Bangor, Maine. It's kind of like U-Turn. There's a lot of sober living, faith-based living homes out there. We're looking at starting a home similar to that here in central New Mexico, outside of Albuquerque. We're in a small community. I mean, I think the county has like 15,000 people total, and those 15,000 people are scattered over about 4,000. Actually, I think this county is 6,000 square miles. So we have a lot of real estate to cover. Being only 35 miles from Albuquerque, we have the potential to help people get out of the city because the city of Albuquerque is in desperate need of help, desperately needs Jesus. And you can see that just by driving through the city. It's painfully obvious that that city is in a state of moral decay. So anyway, that being said, we're looking at opening up this facility. It's going to be a faith-based facility. I haven't ironed out all of the details on it, which is kind of why we're here at this video. There's certain things that we need. I haven't ironed out all the details on how long certain parts of the program are going to be. Things like actually even where it's going to be. We need a facility. This is the number one thing. We need a facility. We're going to need funding for a facility. I'm not here asking you for money. What I'm here for is asking for prayer. If you would like to donate, great. I will be putting out some information here before long. I've got the bank account set up that will be separate for this. We have officially formed as a business so that we can start taking that. I'm working on the nonprofit right now, and probably, hopefully, going to be affiliated with a church that's local in the area. It's a church that I attend at and serve at, and hopefully we're hoping to go down that road as far as the nonprofit goes. So I'm not asking for money. I'm asking for prayer. Like I said, if you feel led to donate, then so be it. But we are in need of a facility. We are in need of property. We need we need a place to house people, and it's not going to be a co-ed facility. It's not going to be a co-ed program. So really, essentially, we need two different facilities, one for male and one for female. Now, it would be great if we had a property that was big enough to take both types of facilities, but I have an issue with that, is just as far as the proximity to each other, being on the same property. I would prefer that they were separate properties, separate facilities. They're not going to be. I'm not looking for like a rehabilitation facility. I'm not looking to build a multi-million-dollar facility. We're looking for, like I said, for properties, essentially for houses. A house that's big enough to house. I'd like to start at 5 people. If we can house 5 men, and we can grow and build as the ministry grows, as the need arises, and 5 people is not out of the question. We can do 5 people in a 3-bedroom house. I've looked into the requirements for it. We can comfortably, safely, and legally do 5 people in one house. And so we're looking to build this program. We're looking for the facilities. We're looking for the properties for these houses, potentially, or essentially, is what we're looking for in the future. Obviously, probably not right away, but we're looking for property that would be able to. What's the word I'm looking for, that could be useful for housing animals, for gardening / farming types of things, to kind of help to make our facility a little bit more self-reliant. If we can get people that have been on the streets and that don't really have maybe any life skills, or maybe they do have good life skills but they just got stuck up in addiction, but we can get them out, give them a purpose. We'll get out in the gardens working for our food and for our vegetables. We'd like to have a place to put animals, for chickens, for the eggs, for animals that can be used to help sustain the facility, to feed the people that are there. That is probably, obviously, like I said, something in the future, because it's going to require land. But right now, the big need is for the facility, and then obviously all of the furnishings that go along with it. And so I say that our big need is the facility, and people think, facilities require money, and they do. But the big need that we have is for prayer. We need prayer in this situation. I feel led to do this. I've been praying about it. I've stepped out in faith, started the LLC, so that we can take care of the business aspect of things, so that we can make sure that is all good. There's things that I'm working on. I've got plans that I'm continuing to work on, add to, amend, and make changes to. But we need prayer. We've taken the step out in faith, and we need God to provide the funding and the resources and the facilities for this. So that's what I'm asking for. As we come into the new year, this is something that I'm really looking to hopefully get ramped up within the next couple of months, as far as our ability to be out there finding a facility, and start getting out to talking to people. I've got some plans that I'm working on for getting for doing more outreach into our community, just to get the community involved more, and just to be going out and doing basically, sidewalk, street preaching kind of a thing. Get out into the community and talk to people. Go be talking to the homeless, those that are struggling. There's a lot of things in the works. Our community here needs it. This facility is not going to be just for people of this county or of this area or of this state. Even, we would eventually, the goal would be to want to bring people from all over the country, and maybe even open up more facilities in more locations. But we have to start here. This is where we're at, and there's definitely plenty of a need for it here. There's lots of things that are going on, so I'm asking for prayer. And on that note, wherever it is that you may be watching from, get involved with your church, and work on reaching these people that are stuck in addictions, and just talking to people. We all have the ability, whether we're all called to be teachers or to be pastors, or whatever the case may be. That's kind of irrelevant. Some people say, well, I'm not meant to be a teacher or pastor, but we are called to be disciples, and we are called to be leaders. As disciples, we're supposed to be representatives of God. We are called to go make disciples of all the nations, which means that we are supposed to teach, and we are all supposed to be leaders as well. This doesn't mean that you have to go pastor a church. There's certain people that are called to those positions, just like there are certain people who are called to, you're called to lead the church, you're called to teach a youth ministry, a children's ministry. Maybe you have a home fellowship. Maybe your calling is for maintenance on the facilities or things like that. Everybody has a different calling. We're all called to be leaders, teachers, to the extent of we are called to share the gospel with others. So get involved with your church, be out there talking to people, sharing people. We're in a time where, like, this country needs a bath. We're hurting right now. The moral depravity in this country, the moral decline in this country is it's outrageous. And we've just seen it even over the last couple of years since things since the coronavirus shutdowns and things just kind of fell off the handle. It's been declining for a long time, but like just really took a nosedive over the past couple of years, even within the last year. So get involved in your church and your community, and I'm asking for prayer from you, from your church, for this facility that we get up and running. I said it's not something that's going to be just exclusive to this area. It's going to be open to anybody from wherever. It doesn't really matter. We're here to help people. It's going to be a discipleship program. The whole idea behind the program that we're doing, being faith based. You're going to be in Bible studies every day. You're going to be in group fellowship Bible studies. You're going to be in private fellowship Bible studies with servants and ministry leaders, and we're going to work on that discipleship, giving you the tools that you need to be leaders yourself, to be biblical, godly leaders yourself, and to get out into the community and to be able to make disciples as you're called to do, and also to just function, to learn how to function and be to be members of society that are not stuck in the bondage of sin and that bondage of addiction, to be able to go through life and be able to go places where there's going to be temptations. We're always going to have temptation, but where you're going to be able to walk into a gas station or a grocery store and have that liquor or whatever it is sitting in front of you, and you're going to be able to walk by. And that is our goal. It's discipleship, it's spiritual growth, it's building that relationship with God. That is what this is all about. It's what it is with everyone. Everyone who doesn't believe in God needs to be discipled, or at least deserves to be discipled, and we are called to be making disciples of all those nations. But that is what the goal of this facility is. It's not a give you coping mechanisms and go home and sit in your dark closet and whatever the case may be. I don't even know what some of these other programs teach, but you're going to be healed, because in the New Thirst Addiction Ministry, we teach that there's one step to freedom, that you are a new creation. You are no longer identified with your old self. You can be made new and you can be made whole, and that is what we will be teaching. So that being said, that's it. I kind of went a little bit longer, I think, than I wanted to on this video, but I just want to put it out there. Be praying for us. There's a lot of things in the work. Be praying that God will bring up people who are interested and willing to serve and to put the time into this, because it's going to be a lot of effort. It's not something that I can do on my own. I know this. It's not something that I'm going to be able to do on my own. So pray for me, for guidance. Pray that we raise up servants. We raise up ministry leaders and teachers, and that we can, that the Lord will provide us with the facilities and just all of the necessities that we need to get this thing going. The website's still going to remain up, soberforchrist.com. Remember, there's lots of good addiction resources on there. There's AA meeting finders and NA meeting finders. I don't necessarily go along with what those groups teach, but they can help you to teach or to become sober and ultimately come to God. I just caution against it a lot of times, because they tell you that anything can be your God. We actually just last week at our church, at our One Step to Freedom group, had a guy come in and he says, well, yeah, they teach that doorknob can be your God. It can be your higher power, but it can't, because a doorknob can do nothing for you. There's only one true being that can do something for you, and that is Jesus. That is God the Father. That is Yahweh. That is what we need. But anyway, without getting into that, those links are on there because I know in some places it is more easy to find an AA meeting than it is to find a faith-based recovery program. However, I would just say go to church. If you are struggling, go find a Bible teaching church. And get into the church, and you're going to find recovery there. Our One Step to Freedom curriculum that we use, which was created by the Calvary Chapel Church Association, or Association of Churches, it's a faith-based curriculum. It's a Bible study. It's open to anyone, whether you have an addiction or not. In fact, we have several people that come to our Friday night meetings in our church that are just there for the Bible study. They're there they don't have addictions. They've never struggled with certain things. I mean, we all have addictions, but they may not have debilitating addictions that are stuck in alcoholism or drugs or sex or pornography or any of those things. They're just there for the Bible study. It is a Bible study. So if you get into the Word, if you get into studying your Bible, you will be able to overcome these addictions without even a program. But I understand the support. We are called biblically to fellowship with one another, to fellowship with other believers. So back to it, the website is there with those resources. There's an AA meeting finder, there's an NA meeting finder, there's a meeting finder for those who struggle with sexual and pornographic addiction. There is a Calvary Chapel Association church finder on there. There's links to Bible Gateway, Blue Letter Bible, and Logos, which are great Bible study tools. Logos is geared more towards those that are in ministry or leading or teaching, but it's there. By the way, I don't get anything from talking about these. Blue Letter Bible is free. You can pay some for, it's $5 a month if you get the upgraded version of Bible Gateway, but I think you can get everything on blueletterbible.com that you can get on Bible Gateway. Blueletterbible.com is great. There's free commentaries. It's got dictionaries, concordances. It's got a lot of great resources on there, so I highly recommend it. And like I said, Logos, it's there, the link is there, but it is a paid type of program. You pay and you basically build a library of resources. The whole entire One Step to Freedom curriculum is on the website. Just it's right at the top. It says curriculum. You can download the PDF form. It's 138 pages. So that is there as well. As always, too, if you or somebody you know would like to request a Bible, all you got to do is contact me. The email will be in the description below in this video, but it's also on the website. It's info@newthirstaddictionministry.org, and there's a contact form in there if you need prayer, if you need help finding a church, finding a program, or would like to request a Bible. I don't need anything other than an address to be able to send it to you. I don't even necessarily need your name. You can make up a fake email and use a fake name, and I'll send you a Bible if you request a Bible. And that's about it for this video. I want to put this out there. Like, this is what's coming up for the new year. This is plans. We should live every day as though it is a new day. It is a gift from God. We shouldn't wait till the beginning of the year to start doing things. It's just, that's the time frame that this is going to start taking place. I've spent several weeks now working out plans and ideas and putting things down onto paper to try to get things organized so that we can come up with a good set so we can come up with a good plan to get this thing going as far as finding the resources and funding and whatever for this program. But just keep it in prayer. That's what I'm asking for. Again, if you would like to give, that's on you. I'm not asking anybody to. We should just pray about it because the Lord will provide it if it's in His will, and we've taken that step already. One Step to Freedom. New Thirst Addiction Ministries One Step to Freedom videos will be out on Sundays. I haven't for the last probably 2 months. I did last week, but I've just been busy with things with the holidays coming up, working on these ministry things within our church. I just hadn't had time to get any videos out for that. I'm trying to get things to where I can get back to putting out the Nugget from Scriptures and the One Steps on time. I'll have it out this week, and I will definitely continue trying to have them out on Mondays. Just hit that subscribe button so you can stay informed on goings on with this ministry, and just be alert when I put out new videos. Until next time, stay grounded in God's word. Remember to have that devotion time with Jesus every day. Stay grounded in God's word. God bless. Have a great day and Happy New Year. We'll be back before the new year, but I'm going to say it anyway. Happy New Year's. God bless.